I've recently, for another project, read back through everything that you've done, and a lot of your books feel very consoling. They're just straight, they're good news. This one actually struck me as maybe your most demanding book. You're really relaying some difficult teaching for especially some contemporary Western culture, difficult teaching from Jesus, and really there's no effort to try to explain it away at all. Do you think that's a fair impression of the book, or did you have a different one?
It's interesting. I trust your judgment there because you have read a lot of my other books. And I think you're probably right that this is a little more in your face, like you have to do this.
Yeah.
Obviously, forgiveness sounds really nice.
Right.
And way down the line,
yep,
the fact that you have forgiven can bring a lot of fruit. But I do think that it's, I didn't want to sugarcoat it. I think it's hard work. And I didn't.
No, that's what it felt. It just felt more explicitly countercultural without some sort of way to try to make it sound more palatable. It was, here's a bracing statement from the book. Here's a quote. If you believe only in a God of love, you will live like a spoiled child. But if you believe only in a God of wrath, you will live like an abused child. I'm just interested to know, how have you seen that dynamic play out over the years among Christians?
You do know that I've always adopted Luther and actually Reformed Protestant theology that says that the gospel is neither legalism or antinomianism.
Right.
And antinomianism is I can live any way I want. Legalism is I'm terrible, I'm awful, it's awful. A legalist is an abused child who I feel like God's going to get me. I'm never good enough. An antinomian is a spoiled child. Like I can live the way I want to because I've got God is just a God of love, and He's going to take care of me no matter what. That's His job. It's His job to love me and forgive me. And I actually have seen it a lot over the years. There's it's kind of, frankly, it's the reason why I constantly get charged with being a third way person, because there's legalism and antinomianism, but it's also, what is that? That's conservatism and liberalism. That's secularism and religious people, or religious people and secular people. And so I've seen it played out constantly. And in fact, I would say most people, when it comes to God, are either, you can look it on the internet, by the way, is the angry right-wing types and the angry left-wing types. The angry left-wing types are abused children, and they were in the church, and they finally said, I'm mad as you know what, and I'm not taking it anymore. And whereas the people on the inside, in many ways, there's another way to look at it, by the way, Colin, and that is that the people who feel like they are living up to the standards, they are not spoiled children. They are like the oldest child. I'm the oldest child. Are you an oldest child?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, oldest children get very self-righteous. They feel like we're the ones that are obeying the parents.
Right.
And we look down at our younger siblings who are playing with it. And so there are self-righteous older children, there are abused children, there are spoiled children, but I do think the gospel doesn't make you any of those. So yeah, I've seen it played out all the time, constantly.